Good morning. It is the morning after the afternoon before, or evening, or however you want to class that game as yesterday. Semantics really. But Manchester United have gone to Stamford Bridge and come away with a point. Arguably, based on that second half performance, we should have won the game really, and I thought Chelsea were really wasteful. You could say that they should have won the game, and a point was overall a fair result. But I think United were up from the second half onwards. I thought we were for the most part the better team, but I thought Chelsea getting that equaliser just gave them that bit of an edge. And we, at the start of the day, we would have taken a point. It's a difficult place for us to go, Stamford Bridge, and Chelsea are in excellent form. Heard Michael Owen, or rather I read Michael Owen saying that he didn't think Manchester City, Chelsea or Liverpool would drop points. Well, Chelsea dropped points to Burnley recently, and they've dropped points to Manchester United. So, and of course Manchester City lost to Crystal Palace recently, and Liverpool dropped points to Brighton and West Ham. So these so-called experts don't really know what they're talking about, but they get paid a lot of money. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about Michael Owen. Thanks for that goal in the Manchester derby, the greatest Manchester derby of all time, arguably. Thanks for that. But I'm not here to talk about Michael Owen, here to talk about Manchester United. And the hard work starts today. We're expecting the announcement of Ranrik. I still can't pronounce his name, so apologies. But I'm working on that. But we are expecting his arrival today, and I've got a ticket. I'm fortunate enough to have a ticket for the Arsenal game on Thursday. Don't know why this game kicks off at 8:15. If you're travelling, if you're an away fan, and obviously you're an Arsenal fan, or whatever, maybe you're a United fan and you live there, whatever, it's that extra 15 minutes is critical. Why not have it kick off at 7:45? Why not 8 o'clock? Why 8:15? I've not been able to find out why this game is kicking off at 8:15, but not a problem for me. I don't live too far from the ground. And it's going to be interesting. Arsenal have had a bit of a turnaround recently. Got a good result against a poor Newcastle team, but a win's a win, and that's the aim of the game. And you could say Arsenal have turned it around recently, but when Wenger was there, top four wasn't good enough. Suddenly, top four would be an achievement, which is interesting, isn't it? But again, I'm not here to talk about Arsenal. Although it will be interesting to see how they set up. I think they have looked, with the exception of that Liverpool game, I think they've looked pretty solid at the back recently. They're not playing blistering football, but people are saying, well, it's starting to turn around now under Arteta, but we shall see. Only time will tell. For me, I don't think he can take Arsenal forward. I don't see them getting into the top four, but we're not guaranteed top four. Things for some teams, or some clubs, they get a new manager and things just click into place. I'm not so sure that it's going to happen for us. We could definitely still make the top four. I mean, that point yesterday took us 5 points off the top four, and of course with the Arsenal then it's 2, and there's a lot of football to be played. But yesterday I thought we were compact. Lindelof made me nervous a couple of times early on, made a couple of mistakes. But Rashford had his moments, but I still have questions over Rashford's form. His fitness apparently is not in doubt now. He's fully fit, so we'll see. But I'm not here to bash the players. I'm just here to talk about that game yesterday. And I thought Chelsea were wasteful. I think they should have won that game based on their form, but they didn't. And I think you have to give a lot of credit to Michael Carrick and his coaching staff. There are a lot of people that will criticise him because that seems to be the name of the game. No matter what you do, no matter what the result, Michael Carrick is not a manager. He's been assistant coach, He's not there to manage. He's been there over the last 2 games to guide us through a difficult period while we look to appoint an interim manager. He was never going to be the long-term solution. So I think if you'd said at the beginning of last week, right, we're going to go to Villarreal and we're going to win 2-0 with a clean sheet, and we're going to go to Chelsea and get a point, and at the end of that game think, oh, we could have won that, I think he would have taken it. I think that's a good week. I think it's 2 good results for Michael Carrick and his coaching staff and for Manchester United, and now we kick on. But yesterday I thought they put in a shift. I thought Fred had a good game. He was pressing, he was honest, made a few poor decisions, like that one at the end. Why he's trying to chip Mendy, I do not know. Why is he trying to? Why? I don't know why he does that. Like, it's things like that. It's fine margins. I thought a lot of people questioning why Scott McTominay was named man of the match by Jamie Carragher. Well, it's Jamie Carragher's opinion, and this game is all about opinion. And I would just like to see less of this criticism aimed towards Scott McTominay, because we're always talking about mental health and things like that. And look, there's nothing wrong with criticising, but when it's just relentless and there are no reasons for it, and you're just criticising someone because it's almost like the done thing to do, I think that is a problem. It's a bit like somebody doesn't like a musician or a band and they don't know why. Well, it's because nobody else likes them, so I won't like them. Scott McTominay played really well yesterday. He put a really good shift in. He might not be your favourite player, but you've got to appreciate his work rate and his effort and his endeavour. But, you know, I didn't pick the team. I'm not Scott McTominay. I don't work for Scott McTominay. I just think sometimes he comes under some unfair stick. But yeah, so happy with the point yesterday. Probably more disappointed with the manner that we allowed Chelsea back into the game. Silly from Wan-Bissaka. He played well yesterday, but that was just stupid. And you can say he's a young player, but he's experienced. He's played enough times, and why he does that. These, again, fine margins. Imagine that's a Champions League semi-final. Thank God we don't have away goals now, because we're playing at Old Trafford. There's 2 minutes to go. We're 1-0 up. AC Milan. He does that, for example. You know, you just stupid decisions. But we've come out of there with a credible point, and now the hard work starts. Today, I'm expecting announcement of the new interim manager at some point today. Probably around 12 o'clock. But yeah, let's see. And now we move on to Arsenal and then Crystal Palace. 2 very interesting games. Palace will be an interesting one. They're in good form. They slipped up at the weekend, and now we've got a kick on, and hopefully we can have a good second half to the season, a good cup run, and see where we go in the Champions League, because we've got young boys next week. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, why not subscribe, leave a like, and until next time, I will see you all soon.